Hello everyone, I am Brenna and we have Steve filming and then also as well Rodney, and we are going to prepare a meal for you with a tutorial.
So today we are going to show you how to make ribs with barbecue sauce, a side of salad and roast potatoes.
So for our pork ribs, we're just going to start by, they've already been washed and patted down dry. So we're just going to take them and we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil. Along with just a little bit of salt. And then grind up some pepper. And I love pepper, so I'm going to be very generous with the pepper. And so with our meal, we're going to be doing the pork ribs right away because they are going to take a couple hours. So during this time, we're going to be able to make a barbecue sauce along with the salad and then get the potatoes going because they can take longer as well. So we're just going to try and make sure that they're all seasoned. So once our pork ribs have been seasoned, we want to place them on the baking sheet that is lined with tin foil. And we just want to make sure that we are washing our hands in between every single step of this process just because we are dealing with pork. So we are going to take our pork ribs and we're going to slowly cook them. We're just going to do the simple salt and pepper and olive oil at about 250, and we're going to cook them for 2 to 3 hours while we are able to make our barbecue sauce and our potatoes. And from there we're going to increase the heat to about 450, 500 and kind of flash cook them with the barbecue sauce for 1 hour.
Now I'm just about to mince the garlic for the barbecue sauce. I'm going to chop the edge off so that I can peel off the skin.
We're actually going to use 1 whole onion for 2 parts of our cooking. We're going to use half, which we're going to dice for the barbecue sauce, and then the other half we are going to slice, which are going to be put underneath the pork ribs. So we're just going to take our onion and cut the edges off. I'm just going to take the onion and cut it in half. So for the first section, all we're going to do is just And all of these pieces are going to go underneath the pork ribs as they marinate for the 2 hours at the low temperature. The other half that we're going to use for the barbecue sauce, which we're just going to dice because we're going to mince them in the end and blend them in with the other sauces for our barbecue sauce. So we have just cut the onions. We diced some and then we cut some into slices. We put them underneath the ribs and they're just going to marinate on them for probably about an hour and a half. They've been baking for about 2 hours around 270 degrees. So we have a barbecue sauce that we have made and blended. It consists of the leftover onions that we had, along with some minced garlic, pepper, Worcestershire sauce, and
Worcestershire?
And salt and pepper and olive oil, and just blended that together. And we're going to put that on in about 45 minutes. And then from there we're going to flash cook the pork ribs at about 450 degrees for approximately 45 minutes to 1 hour.
So I'm just about to cut these potatoes into cubes, and then later I'm just gonna saute them.
So, now's a really good time to do our salad. We have prepared some lovely spinach right here that we have already washed and put in the bowl because that's tedious and you don't want to see that. We have the barbecue sauce ready. We have the ribs in the oven. We have our potatoes chopped, ready to be sauteed. So we're almost done, but you know, salad needs to be a thing that happens. So, we have the spinach. We're also going to put in the carrots, the tomatoes, the cilantro, the cucumbers, the onions, the broccoli, and most of all, the avocado.
So we're going to start off by using the red pepper. I have already washed all of these vegetables, so we're just going to start with the red pepper and take the top off there. And then just get the insides out there. And for the salad that we're going for, I'm probably just going to julienne them, just in small, thin strips.
And then I'm gonna julienne the shit out of this carrot. Observe. This part, screw this part.
It's gone. No need to worry about it, okay? It's over with. Don't ignore that part. It never even happened. Except ignore it. Ignore it. Didn't even happen. It's gone now. Take these parts. This part too. This part right here. Yeah? Screw this part. No one likes it anyway. It has no friends. Its family left it as a child. It's abandoned on the side of the road. It's an orphan. This part, no one likes it. It's gone. This part, everyone loves it. It's all the friends in the world. It's basically Cade, but like better looking and more popular.
Ooh.
This shit in the salad. This shit, screw that shit. This shit in the salad. This, yeah, it's okay. This, I mean, you know what? It's kind of like Steve, but like if Steve had friends, which, you know, it's kind of a far cry from where we are now.
Someday.
Someday, maybe. We're not quite sure. We all kind of think about him when we go to sleep. We're like, man, maybe one day Steve will have friends. But until that day, you know, stay on vigil. No one knows. Anyway, that's a broccoli. You're welcome.
Alright, so this is our salad. Look at this, beautiful. We've got spinach, cucumber, pepper, you know, all the stuff that you can find from a salad. It's just, you know, some normal stuff.
So our ribs have been cooking at about 270 degrees for 1 hour, and then 1 hour I had the onions underneath them, and they're pretty much almost done. So at this point we're just gonna flash cook them and put the barbecue sauce on with them that we have previously made. And we're going to give it pretty generously. So once our ribs have actually had the barbecue sauce put onto them, we're going to turn the oven up to 450. And we're just going to take the ribs there. And set the timer for 20 minutes there. So what I am doing right now is we have taken our potatoes, we've diced them into quarters, and then all I did was take the garlic that we had already chopped up previously, and I put just that with the oil, and then just some red chili flakes, some thyme, some basil, salt, and pepper, and then a little bit of water to absorb some of the moisture from the potatoes. And at this point I just like to let them go at kind of a medium heat, and hopefully they turn out. So now that our ribs are done, we're going to be taking them out of the oven. So I have here your pork ribs with beside of potatoes and then your green salad. Which